Dynamics and Metrology Laboratory. Exercise name: Determination of moment of inertia of connecting rod. Aim of the exercise: to determine the moment of inertia of connecting rod. Apparatus required: stopwatch, vernier caliper. This is connecting rod. This one is a small end and this one is a big end. This is connected by piston rod. This is connected by crankshaft. This is a big end. This is a drawing of connecting rod. It having a two end, one is big end, another one is a small end. So it is connected by the big end is a split surface. It having a two parts. So that one connected by the rod cap bolt. This another end is rod cap. This rod cap is connected by using bolt. So big end is also called as crank pin bore, and small end is also called as piston pin bore or wrist pin bore. So the total the length of the connecting rod is L. So it is measured between the center of big end center point to smaller end center point, and the having a L split divided into two length L1 and L2. It is between the distance of center of gravity to smaller end smaller end center point is L1, and the distance between the center of gravity to bigger end center point is L2, and also having a H1 and H2 distance. So H1 is distance from between center of gravity to outer diameter of the smaller end, and H2 is distance between the center of gravity to big end outer diameter. So the smaller end radius is mentioned by R1 and bigger end radius is mentioned by R2. Next formula used. Before going to that, what is moment of inertia? This is a mass, it is having a mass, so it is a mass moment of inertia. So mass moment of inertia of solid measures the solid ability to resist the change in rotational speed about a specific axis. So that is a mass moment of inertia. This is found by the using of connecting rod. So there is a different formula. So 5 formula for using measure the connecting moment of inertia for small end, and is also measured from the big end. So this is the first formula: M1 L1 is equal to M2 is M2, there it is L2. So this L2 is represented by capital L minus small L1. So directly, so L is equal to, we know that L is equal to L1 plus L2. So we change its formula: L2 is equal to capital L minus L1. So this is where is the M1 is a mass of the small end, M2 is a mass of the big end, and L1 is the distance between the center of gravity to center of small end. It is measured by meter or mm, and capital L is the length of the connecting rod. It is measured by the formula, having a formula L is not a 1, this is a L plus d1 plus d2 divided by 2. For small end, the mass moment of inertia is measured by the formula m into k square. This is AEXP, means it is experimental radius of gyration. So m is the net mass of the rod. So it is m is equal to m1 plus m2. So we know that m1 is a small end mass and m2 is a big end mass. So add that summation of both mass is equal to net mass. So next, radius of gyration. So radius of gyration notated by k square. This is experimental k square. It is calculated by t square into g into h1 divided by 4 pi r square minus h1 square in terms of meter square. So t means t is a time period. So time period is find out by time taken divided by number of oscillation. So T by N. So T by N is the time taken for N oscillation and N for number of oscillation. In is mentioned by in second. So H1, what is a H1? H1 is equal to L1 plus R1. So we know that L1 plus R1. L1 is the distance between the center of gravity to center of small n. This is measured by the calculated only for small n. So R1 is the inner radius of small n. Next calculation for big N. So big N having a formula for mass moment of inertia, same formula mk square, and radius of gyration k square, same formula for big N also. So we calculating that time period is equal to time taken by number of oscillation T by N. Is also having a calculation of H2. So H2 is equal to L2 plus R2. So L2 is a distance between the center of gravity to big N, and R2 is a inner radius of the big N. Before going to calculate or taking reading, we know the observation reading. So in observation, first we calculate the mass of the small n is directly measured and given to the u is equal to m1 is equal to 0.35 kg, and second one, mass of the big N is m2 is equal to 0.85 kg, and inner diameter of the small n d1, it measured by the vernier using vernier caliper. It having a diameter of 27.88 mm, and fourth point, the inner diameter of the smaller n, it's a big N, so it is mentioned by d2. It's also having 46.44 millimeter. And fifth one, the length of the rod without considering its end, also told in this diagram. So without considering having a end, it measured by L. So L is equal to the value is given, so 0.1425 meter. So it is mentioned directly, noted it in meter. So sixth point, length of the connecting rod. So length of the connecting rod is measured is given. It is a center point to center point is measured and given 0.18003 meter. So these are the observation reading. Next, tabulation. In this tabulation, having a position and distance from the center of gravity and the time taken for 10 oscillation. We measure for 10 oscillation only. It having a 5 times of trials, and it take mean value and calculate k square, radius of gyration value, and calculate the time experimental, and also finally we calculate the moment of inertia. It is a unit of kg meter square. This is measured oscillated by fixing the position of connecting rod. First we fixing the position in the fixed point, measured by from the small n, and also measure from the big N. For position of small n, the small n to be floated on the ground and fixed at big N on the top. Using stopwatch, first reset your stopwatch and fix this position, and take 10 oscillation for record the 10 oscillation time using stopwatch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time taken for 10 oscillation is 8.441. This is for big N position. So big N should be floated on this ground, and small n to be fixed on at the top. So same operation for 10 oscillation and record your time. Start. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. For 10 oscillation begin, it take around 10 seconds, and after note on that after that getting reading, note on in this table I wrote the some reading from I taken 8.41, 8.65, 8.113 and 8.11 and 8.03 is for small n. For big N 10.09, 9.08, 9.54, 9.78, 9.25. These are the 10 oscillation time taken. So this next we calculate the mean value for small n and mean value for big N. By using this reading, calculate the experimental radius of gyration value and experimental time period, and finally calculate the moment of inertia. We get the value from using this oscillation time taken as time taken. In this tabulation, the center from the distance from the center of gravity, this from this columns small n, it is a L1 length, and for big N, it is a distance from the center of gravity is notated by L2. So for small n L1, for big N L2. Write down this value in this table, the center distance from the center of gravity for small n L1, for big N L2. Finally, the result from the calculated value, we get the mass moment of inertia for small n I1 and mass moment of inertia for big N I2. It is mentioned by the unit of kg meter square. And finally, thus the mass moment of inertia of given connecting rod is determined. Thank you.